Tonight, there are still questions and high emotions from some Warner Robins workers because a glass plant suddenly closed.
Earlier today, the Anchor Glass Container Plant on Booth Road in Warner Robins told employees they were shutting down immediately. Some of the workers say that announcement blindsided them. Olivia Dunn is live outside the plant tonight. Olivia, you were able to talk to some of those workers today.
Yeah, that's right, Frank and Laura. Usually this plant's actually pretty busy, even at this hour, with folks coming and going. But now it sits quiet. I had the chance to catch up with a few of those now former Anchor Glass employees who tell me that they were shocked by this sudden closure. And now they've got some questions.
I just can't get my head around it. It feels like a dream.
Why Kenya Smith arrived at the Anchor Glass Container Plant for a double shift Tuesday morning. Instead, they told her to turn off her machine and come to the break room.
I already knew when my heart just dropped in my stomach. I already knew that this was our last day.
Management told workers the plant was closing immediately. According to a worker adjustment and retraining notification, the closure affects 168 employees. Smith and others were given this letter that said the plant does not have, quote, the long-term demand needed to remain a competitive and sustainable operating location for Anchor.
So in my mind, I had no reason to believe today would be the day it would close.
Jason Ring worked at Anchor for 29 years. He was off Tuesday and found out about the closure through texts from friends. He says employees were always told the plant was doing well. After nearly 3 decades of work, he says he's disappointed and frustrated.
And it's kind of humbling because you think you put a lot of time and effort in what you do, and you're kind of proud of what you do at the job, and to be escorted out by the police and not be able to get your personal belongings, it's hard to deal with.
Smith says security and Houston County deputies escorted workers out of the plant. She says they were told to make appointments to come back and pick up items left in their lockers.
I'm like, are you serious? I'm a grown woman. You done told me and my job is over with and I can't walk out on my own. So it made me feel like I was a prisoner.
Smith, Ring, and other employees say they're now left figuring out their next move, and they still have unanswered questions.
Why this plant? Why us?
Yeah, Frank, Lori, I also reached out to a lawyer and a media representative for Anchor Glass. They both declined to comment further. Reporting live in Warner Robins, Olivia Dunn, 13 WMAZ News. Guys.
Olivia, thanks very much. The company makes glass bottles and jars used for food and drink products. Now, there is a move on to support those workers.
That's right. Paul Allen with the Development Authority of Houston County says they're working with the Georgia Department of Labor, Workforce Georgia, and the Technical College System of Georgia to create a crisis response team to help the workers in their search for a new job. He says they'll share more on their plans tomorrow.